Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Ethereum update after a long time. And so I think it was yesterday when I posted out Ethereum short, and we had an entry at 28.08 with a stop at 28.57. Eventually Ethereum went up again and it moved above 28.57. But then again, it was some like manipulations going on in there. So this is what I was looking at when I saw Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. This is how Bitcoin looked like, right? This is self-explanatory that we had resistances over and over again, and people were going to get bullish on the resistance itself, right? And I actually was on the opposite side of it. I didn't want to get any bullish. Today this video is going to be more like Ethereum update, of course, but also some comments regarding manipulation from all these big players. So this was Bitcoin, number one. Number two, this is Ethereum right at the same time. Okay, this was Bitcoin and Ethereum in parallel. When Bitcoin was meeting that resistance, we saw Ethereum as well meeting this resistance. Now I actually took the trade. This is 2805. That's where we took the trade, 2808 at that point, with a stop loss, of course, above that line. And then what happened is Ethereum did this, right? So let's go back. Let's do the 4-hour time frame right in here, and I'm just gonna turn on, yeah, so the 4-hour time frame right there. I'm gonna zoom in like this. I'm gonna delete the lines over here, and now let's zoom in into this thing. So look at this, one touch, and then let's actually zoom in here and look at this. This is another touch. So this was definitely our entry right over here. This was the entry, and you took the stop eventually. And this manipulation happened for Ethereum only. Bitcoin did not do this. So if you look at Bitcoin never did that manipulation. You see that? It actually went down. Right, another manipulation I'm going to show you on the smaller time frame. So let's actually dive in on 15 minutes and look at this. All right, so on the 15 minutes right in here, there was a rising wedge. So this right here, this was Ethereum that was moving up. I'm just going to turn off. Yeah, so this was the line going on and on and on and on and on. And then I'm actually missing something here. So yeah, the line was pretty much like that, right? And like that as well. So what happened is you broke down, you came up in here, and as you came up in there, now check this, check at that rejection. You had some couple of rejection, one rejection, second rejection in here, right? And there was a bearish divergence as well. Now instead of going down like this, you even manipulated this pattern, right, that you broke out of, and you even made a bearish retest, and then you screw everyone over, and then you came down again, right? So these are manipulation. But now on the 4-hour time frame, it is still bearish, because the 4-hour time frame closing is important, and the closing on the 4-hour is still inside that channel, and the next candle pretty much confirms, because in the next 26 minutes the candle is about to get closed. Right now, if eventually we try to go on above 28.85 again, I think that is going to be very bullish. But if you don't do that, this is where the update actually comes in, and the prediction comes in that Ethereum, it might actually be ready to move down. And where is it going to go down? It's actually going to go down all the way to this support line. That's obviously how the channel works. You go down to that support line, and that is going to be 24.26. If you lose it, you come down, you retest, then you're going to go down to 1982. But there's one place that I want to see Ethereum, and I actually want to trade Ethereum, and let's talk about that very, very quickly. And if I do zoom out, by the way, and I show you the 4-hour time frame at the moment, Ethereum is pretty much overbought right now, and we also have another resistance coming up in here. So this resistance looks almost like that as well, right? So that's a very massive big resistance for Ethereum at the moment. But for me, in the future, down the road, especially when you want to buy altcoins, you want to trade altcoin. I am actually noticing this trend line on Ethereum, and that is the weekly trend line like this, right? So this is how the weekly trend line really looks like. If in Q3, July, August, and September, if we start to see Ethereum moving down like this to that trend line of nearly $1,685, right? I would actually say get a nice good project out there that you think is amazing and get an entry on any of those altcoins. You can actually double your money as soon as Ethereum comes down there. That's going to be a huge discount, and there's a huge potential we might see Ethereum bouncing off again and moving up to 2948, and by the time it goes to 2948, that can actually be a huge even like 76% move up for Ethereum. So that's it for the video on this update Ethereum. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to the next one. Love.